Hello everybody and welcome to Chaoko Draws. This is the Chaoko Draws for the 2nd anniversary of Cheetah Kid drawing. Yes, I know it's been a long time since we've had these little drawing sessions. I was in a rather, low place at the time when I had stopped the Chaoko Draws. I didn't have much confidence in myself at the moment. And I was also very busy because just a lot of things kicked up. And I wanted to start a few months back, or about 4 months ago maybe. Basically when the anniversary actually happened, because I stopped around Halloween. Actually, yeah, that's when I stopped posting. I wanted to start there, but then I just got kind of lazy, and a lot of things came up, like the House Pets animated web show, or House Pets fan-made kicked back in. And I'm now currently animating the first episode. Well, actually, I'm not animating the first episode right now. I'm animating the teaser still. About to finish that, right now. And hopefully by the time this comes out, maybe it'll be out. It probably won't be. Let's be real here. But, yeah, I've just been doing a lot of stuff recently. But I finally got into time, sit down, slap myself in the face, and be like, hey, you gotta do a job, man. You gotta talk to the people. And I kind of forgot that I need to do that as part of my art career. Not really an art career, but I mean, don't question my logic. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long time, guys. Hey, how are you doing? Hi, did you get a haircut? Did you get a new shirt? It's a nice shirt there. I know I'm looking at your shirt. Never mind. But yeah, I don't really know what to talk about with this art piece because it was a long time ago. But you know what I will say though, this is one of the best things I've drawn in a long time, and I was really proud of it. I'm still really proud of it because the shading is exactly the way I'd want it to. The style itself is exactly how I want it. Everything just seems perfect about it. This is what Cheetah Kid should look like all the time, except, without the shading, because, I obviously can't do that in the comic because it would take too much time. I mean, it already takes a lot of time. In between, the last time I posted Chaoko Draws and now, there's definitely changed in the update schedule. I think during that time was when the triple updates were around, and those don't exist anymore because I am so busy. You can't, it's wow. And then on top of that, I'm, animating and stuff like that, so that's crazy. And, Date Husky as well, that's coming out in September. I also need to work out how to sell things on Steam. I know how to, but I need to study up on that more before I actually, buy the whole engine thing. And, yeah. So obviously, yeah, the comic itself can't be like that. This is what the cover art should definitely look like, though. That I can say for sure. That's something that I've wanted the cover art. I'm pretty sure, now that if I drew cover art, which I will have to at some point because I've split the current arc, what's it called? Learning Lessons. I split that into 2 parts, and 2 separate arcs entirely, because, wow, it's long. The second part, in and of itself, is longer than Dancing with Wolves, which took a year to make. Probably because, the first half of it was only 1 update a week, and then the second half was 2 updates a week, occasionally being 1 update because I was lazy or I just couldn't draw anything a certain day, or just skipped, entire weeks, but that's fine. And with how inconsistent I am with my update schedule, it's understandable to say that this might take a while, so I don't want to feel like we're going too slow and be on the 3rd arc only after 3 years. I want to get a decent amount of arcs going through. So, and I've actually written it in a way where the 4th arc doesn't seem kind of weird, because the 4th arc was always weird to me. Definitely, it had plot to it, but it just seemed like a introduction thing, and there was not really much of a conclusion. Now that I mixed the 4th arc, or the original 4th arc, with the 5th arc, and the 4th arc is now the second half of the 3rd arc, everything kind of makes sense, everything's gonna flow really nicely, and it'll be really cool to read. Probably, not really. I don't know. You guys apparently like it a lot. I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand why, because I really like it, but I mean, I just don't expect people to. I'm being incredibly humble. I don't even like that word. It's dumb. But, yeah. It's cool, Sorry, I have hiccups, and I haven't done this in a while, so I'm trying my best to keep things going, and it is kind of difficult. But, this is going to be a 20-minute episode, because A, I didn't bother to put this into 2 parts, and B, it's been a while, so, I'll give you a long episode, How do you know if that's a thing that you want? I'm pretty sure shorter episodes are better, because, then you could just sit there and chillax for a little bit. You get a little break. You just listen to my voice to draw, look at the art, or mute the voice and then look at the art. And honestly, yeah, you probably should do that more. I don't think my commentary is that good, but you know, it's cool. I've tried to do a thing with my voice now where I make it a little bit more relaxing to listen to instead of being like all nasally and all energy and stuff. Make it a little bit more soothing, a little bit flow a little bit better, you know? I don't know how this is going to sound in the end because this is literally just me experimenting. But, you know, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about right now. There's so many things that have happened in between now and last time that it's just like crazy, man. It's crazy. But, yeah, I've been doing a lot of house pet stuff. And I guess we're just going to talk about house pets now, because that's all I've been doing. Yeah, the house pets anime thing, you know, I already mentioned that. That's being worked on a lot. Sketched up a few things. That's pretty nice for the, you know, cover art and stuff like that. Not cover art, the YouTube art. And, funny story, I was actually at one of Rick's streams recently. And, like, Rick Griffin, Creative House Pets, by the way. And I got noticed by a few people there. They were like, "Hey, I've seen that Chaoko name before," and I was like, "Yeah, I've actually done a lot of work on house pets, so it's probably where you saw me." I didn't mention anything else I did because they probably didn't see me from there. And they were like, "Oh, shoot, you're making an animated series? What?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, go look at that." And then they were like, "Oh, well, it's not as good as I'd hoped it'd be." And I was like, "Oh, well, that was because it was done months ago." And they're like, "Oh, can I see some new stuff?" And I was like, "Here you go, man." And they're like, "Wow, this is really good." And I was like, thank goodness people like it. Because I was really worried that people wouldn't like it. I know people probably expect that to be like animated traditionally, like Aladdin and stuff like that, you know, the old like Adobe, whatever they're called things. I'm sorry I'm hitting around the table a lot, but I just don't have the time, you know. I got the animated series itself takes a lot of time, and then there's just my comic, and then there's Dig the Huskies coming out, and then a bunch of other stuff, man. It's crazy. It's a lot of things, you know. Like, there's so many things that I have to do, and so many things I have to worry about. I can't spend all the time animating every little frame. It even takes me like about 50 frames now to do just that. It's crazy, you know? But one thing I'd like to do with the animating thing is I'd like to stream. Well, just in general, I'd like to stream some of my art, like working on art stuff. Like maybe I'll stream the comics sometime. I don't really think I'll do that because I don't want to spoil things, but you know, just because. You know, yeah, it feels good because like I think it wouldn't be bad because then I could, you know, show people that were there for the time or they're at the time. I mean, after a while, I feel like the more and more people will discover the comic, like at some point there'll be like too many people that are getting spoilers, and it's like, oh man, I gotta stop this. But anyway, with the House Pets anime thing, like people already know what's gonna happen in House Pets. I mean, there's some different things that are gonna be happening in House Pets, but they don't exactly know, like, not everything, but I mean, so, like, it's safe to animate. Like, there's no spoilers or anything, because there's nothing new other than the fact that it's a colored and animated version of House Pets with voice acting. And I'm not sure if they'll be able to hear the voice acting while I'm animating. I might just mute the stream. I'm not even sure if I talk during the streams. Like, you know, I might just do an art stream where I just don't talk and just let people look at the art. Then again, people like Bob Ross and stuff like that, so, you know, but I'm not Bob Ross, I'm Chaoko. Hello. Meow, I guess. Have I ever meowed? I don't think I've ever meowed. I think that was the first time I ever meowed. Wow. I am a really lame cat. But, yeah, I'd like to start streaming the House Pets Animated when it actually comes around to start animating the actual episodes. And if I was wondering that haven't been keeping up with the actual like animation process or the process of making the first episode, the voice actor for Peanut didn't know how to do his voice exactly right in the first episode. So if it sounds a bit weird or a bit like too chill for Peanut, just understand that he'll do better. He's gonna be doing better next time because we talked about him as to how the voice should be done, and like he can't record the whole like first episode again, so it's just gonna be a pilot episode with the weird voice acting. But all pilot episodes are like that; they never get the voice acting right immediately. And so yeah, the first episode's gonna be a bit weird for Peanut's voice, but it'll get better. The second episode, his voice will be, or it should be, perfect. You know, should be pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna edit out that large quiet part because I was sniffling. Where did I get sniffles? I don't know. But, yeah. house pets and stuff like that. Also, I've been thinking about doing commissions a lot because someone that watches me on DeviantArt was like, "Hey man, have you considered doing commissions?" And I was like, "Yeah man, but I don't know how to." So at some point, I'm gonna have to like talk to Huckley because he does commissions, and maybe I'll talk to like, I don't know, talk to TJ Otter and be like, "Hey man, how do you do these things or these cool things and whatnot?" And like commissioning and stuff like that. I imagine you have to have a bank account, which I don't have because I don't have a state ID, and I imagine I'm be getting one on my 18th birthday, along with that bank account. You need the ID because you need a bank account to do commissions and stuff like that, as well as make money just in general. So yeah, in between that, I'll just be I've been trying to figure out how to do it because I mean, drawing things is not hard for me. Like, it's not that hard. I mean, there's times where like it gets hard, like comics and stuff like that can get complicated. That's the most complicated thing is comics. Like, not even animating is that hard. It's just really time consuming. Like, if you saw like how long it takes to just make 5 poses, just for like Peanut or something like that. Like, not even like both poses that need to be in that frame. Just for one character. It takes a long time. It's really, really time consuming. But, like, drawing a single character is it's not that hard for me. Like, I just draw a sketch, and then, like, which takes about the longest time, I think. And then the inking and coloring just takes about, like, 40 minutes, both together. And, maybe shading. Shading would actually be, like, a little extra thing, though. But that's okay. But you know what? I'm willing to bet if I was being given money to do this, I would work on it so much faster because, it's money. It's not doing it for free or anything like that where it's on my own time. Like, this is how I'm going to be getting paid. I'm going to be getting paid for this, so I should do this now. Like, having money would give me so many more things, like a better art program or, like, a better recording for footage of things or even game engines or, like, game assets and, paying for the Steam thing, or getting my game on Steam, or getting my game on the App Store, maybe even Nintendo, I don't know. Dig Husky could totally be like an eShop, like a Nintendo game, totally. I'd totally be down for that. I feel like that'd be a separate port, though. Like, if I were to do that, I'd want the game to be like, I'd make a separate thing for that. Like, that'd become, like, way later after I put the game on Steam. Because I don't think the engine I'm currently working with works with Nintendo, so I don't know. It might not work at all. I might not be able to do it at all. But yeah. I'm also not a part of a game development team, which I kind of regret not taking up that one guy's offer, which I could totally just go back to him and be like, "Hey, I kind of want to work for you now." But at the same time, I feel like I should finish up at least making Dig Husky, and I'll have one thing, and I'll be like, hey, if I want to join a team, I can just be like, hey, look at this game I made. Is it impressive? Let me join your team. And maybe it'll give me a better chance of joining a team. And, like, I don't know what I'd be working on, because, it's a group collaboration. Maybe they'll want to work on what I am working on. Maybe they'll want to work on what they're working on, because usually that's how it works. But, like, I'd be able to, like, join a team. I'd be able to fund a team, and it would be, pretty neat. Yeah. I don't really know what the work, like, the between is for that. Like how you split that money and, I know there has to be a lawyer there at some point, but I know a lawyer. He's cool. He'll be there for that. He'll be there. All that stuff. Don't really know what I'm going to be doing, though. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be an indie, like... I've been leaning a lot more towards game development rather than, illustration and stuff like that, because I can illustrate, man. Leaning more towards game development rather than animation. Illustration I'm completely fine with. I could totally do illustration. But for game development, I just seem to have a lot more fun with it, and I have a lot more results with it, in my opinion. I also have a lot more ideas for, games than I do for actual, like, stories and stuff like that. I mean, I have a lot of ideas for stories. I have, like, Cheetah Kid. Inner Moon was technically a story, just for a comic and stuff like that. I don't think that's it. Just Cheetah Kid. That's the only written thing. Most other stuff that I have is all video games, so... Wow. Weird, right? totally more of a game developer than actual, like, you know, illustrator. But I mean, you know, Cheetah Kid itself is the only thing I really need. I don't need to work on 2, like, drawing things. That's too much, man. It's too much. But, like, if anything, I think I'd probably gotta, like, work with a development team, a small one. Probably not a big one, definitely. Because I don't see myself going to... I mean, I could totally, like, if, you know, if Insomniac Games or Naughty Dog was like, hey, man, we want you to join on board, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to work for you. I don't even care about anything else. I'm going. Or, like, if Nickelodeon Studios or, like something else was like, hey, you want to join us? I'd be like, yeah, I'd still do it. But I mean, like, I don't think it's something I'm gonna seek out myself. Like, if I manage to, like, go to college and do all the like art program and stuff like that, and I get noticed, then I get noticed. But I'm totally okay with just getting a minimum wage job or something like that, and sit down, make video games, make art, live like that, you know? Live, but don't live too great. Just live. And, you know, hopefully the art will take care of the extra living part, the fun part. And that'll be good, you know? But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Also, on a side note, probably not going to be making that Crash Bandicoot, like 20th anniversary game. Probably won't be making that because it's, like, the 3D model is great. The 3D, like, everything like that is pretty good, and it's all nifty and stuff. It's all, like, I wish I could show you guys the 3D model and the animation, which I probably could just in, like, images and GIFs. I'll probably just post a video on it or something. But I don't really know what to do with the model now, because it's so good, but I can't do anything with it, because the engine I used, the GT Maker engine, for some reason decided, hey, let's not make the 3D model work in the engine. For some reason. Just that one. Like, I made other 3D models for the GT Maker engine, like, for a lot of ones for Threadbound and stuff like that, and it's like, it just doesn't want to work. And I don't understand, like, why are you doing that? It doesn't make any sense. Like, the textures aren't there, the animations won't show, and it's so weird. Like, I don't get it, like, it'll just like, nah, you're not making a Crash Bandicoot game with this engine, no, you can't do that. Why would you do that? So, no platformer, rip and pepperoni, you know, all that good stuff. Though I think Pylai will be made with that. That's another thing, yeah, Pylai, I actually came up with what that's gonna be like. And I figured that it's gonna be pretty much Crash Bandicoot. Like, it's gonna be very similar to Crash Bandicoot and how it plays and stuff like that. Because, I mean, hell, like, sorry for using hell, but, like, Pylai himself, his, like, structure and everything looks enough like Crash as it is. And, like, yeah, it just seems natural, because then Diggy would be my Spyro guy, and then Pylai would be my Crash guy. So, because, by the way, I think after Diggy Husky 1, I don't think I'm going to be making many more 2D platformer Diggy Huskies. Like, if I'm going to be making another one, I'm going to be making a 3D one. I don't think I'm going to do it in 2D anymore. I think I'm going to just go straight to, like, using Blender or Unreal Engine 4 and using that. Oh my gosh, my computer is dying. When did that happen? But, that's enough for this episode anyway, because, you know, computer's dying and, it's time to end. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the charger while it's happening, so thank you all for watching, and, you should expect to see a lot more videos coming soon. And, I'm glad that we're doing this again, and it's really exciting, so thank you guys for watching. You don't have to leave a like or anything unless you just really want to, because, like, you know, it's a video. You watched it. Great job. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about the subscribe things. I'm just here to give you content. So, thank you all, and have a good time. Bye.